An apprenticeship is a real job where you get paid and you get to do a qualification at the same time. However, a lot of people get the nuances slightly wrong. For example, people think that it's only done through a local college, that it's only for 16 to 18-year-olds, or that it's a low-level qualification. So in this video, I'm going to break down what an apprenticeship is, what each level means, and what you can do once you've got your apprenticeship qualification. An apprenticeship is a real job with training built in. You're employed by a business, operating and completing tasks in the workplace, but you also have a structured training plan that's delivered alongside it. Over time, you build the knowledge, skills, and behaviours, so the KSBs that are built into every apprenticeship standard, so that you can actually do that job properly. A lot of people hear the word training and assume that an apprentice is not an employee, but an apprentice absolutely is an employee. You get an employment contract, paid holidays, standard working hours in exactly the same way that a traditional employee would. The key difference is that the learning is not expected to be done in your own time. What should happen is your employer should be giving you dedicated, protected time to complete your apprenticeship alongside your duties. This should be blocked out, marked in your diary, and this time is what's often referred to as off-the-job hours. And this needs to be completed in order for you to be successful with your apprenticeship. So, in an automotive apprenticeship, you might be based in a garage or a body shop and working towards a paint, an MET or a service technician apprenticeship. You learn by doing the job, having the right support and structures around you, and you end up with really valuable work experience and a recognised qualification. When looking at apprenticeships, you may hear level 2 apprenticeships, level 3 or higher or degree level apprenticeships. This can sound confusing because people may assume that a level 2 is only for entry-level roles, and actually that higher degree apprenticeships are only for top students. But actually, none of this is true. Think of the levels like a ladder. In England, the levels line up like this. Level 2 is roughly GCSE level. Level 3 is roughly A level. Level 4 and 5 is higher education, and your level 6 and 7s are your degree level apprenticeships. You can do more than one apprenticeship, even at the same level, but you just cannot repeat the same learning. To use apprenticeship funding again, the new apprenticeship must give you a significant difference in the knowledge, skills, and behaviours from what you may have done before. Your training provider should also be assessing your prior learning before enrolling you on any apprenticeship. If you've got experience, they may amend or reduce the duration of your apprenticeship term, or if your experience is too good, it may mean that you're just not eligible for that apprenticeship at this time. Before we get into pay, training time, and how long an apprenticeship actually takes, a quick note for employers. If you're looking to take on an apprentice but don't have the time to figure everything out, well, that's exactly what Apprenticeship Central do. We help you recruit the right apprentice, retain them, set up your safeguarding and policies to ensure that you're properly covered so that apprentices stay engaged and on track. If you're an automotive employer and you're looking to create an apprenticeship program, then click the link in the description and book a discovery call. Now, let's get into the two questions that everyone asks. How much do you get paid and how long does it take? First, pay. So yes, apprenticeship roles are paid because you are an employee, but there's something called the National Apprentice Wage, which is there for apprentices starting their career journeys. For anyone under the age of 19, national minimum wage and national apprenticeship wage is the same. For 19 or over, it differs. So if you're over 19, you can only be paid the national apprenticeship wage for the first year of your apprenticeship. From then, you move on to national minimum wage or above. Now, how long does it take? Well, in England, apprenticeships can now start from 8 months and run as long as 6 years, and that's completely dependent on the subject matter and the level of the apprenticeship. So, then what happens once you've actually completed your apprenticeship? Now, lots of people worry that once they've done an apprenticeship, they're locked in and they have to do that job forever. But that's not true. The idea of an apprenticeship is to open doors to you, not close them. After you finish your apprenticeship, you could stay with your current employer and move on through their internal progression. You could move to a new employer with the skills that you have. You could complete another progressive apprenticeship, or you could specialise in something like diagnostics or EV in automotive, or even look at leadership, coaching and mentoring apprenticeships. Something that we see in automotive is that so many of our business leaders actually started their career journeys as an apprentice. They didn't have it all mapped out or know that this is where their career might take them. But we've got managing directors, business owners, influential people who all started their journey as an apprentice. Apprenticeships aren't just a brilliant way to build skills for an apprentice, but they're a brilliant tool to build and earn skills for a business. If you're an organisation that's looking to create your own apprenticeship programme, we've created a full end-to-end guide that covers recruitment through to onboarding, retention to safeguarding, and you can watch the full thing by clicking the video on the screen now.